Hello everyone and welcome to MJ Central. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a story that is going on in the media about Michael and Janet's relationship. So without further ado, let's get started. That's right everybody, today we're going to be talking about something that has been in the media a lot now. Something that the media is taking way out of proportion once again. But I have an article talking all about this, so let's get started. Alright everybody, so here we go. We have an article that says Michael Jackson accused of body shaming, name calling Janet Jackson. Alright, let's get into this. Michael Jackson allegedly poked fun at sister Janet Jackson due to her weight, confirms Daily Mail. Speaking in her new documentary, the 55-year-old revealed how her mental health was compromised from early days when her elder brother picked out demeaning names to comment on her figure. There were times when Mike used to tease me and call me names, she began. Pig, horse, slaughter hog, cow. He would laugh about it and I'd laugh too, but then there was somewhere down inside that it would hurt. Janet reportedly confessed, "When you have somebody say you're too heavy, it affects you." She added, "I'm an emotional eater, so when I get stressed or something is really bothering me, it comforts me." Janet reportedly explained, "I did good times and that's the beginning of having weight issues and the way I looked at myself." Regardless, Janet tells she was by her brother's side when he was accused of sexually assaulting a child in 1993. "It was frustrating for me. We have our own separate lives, and even though he's my brother, that has nothing to do with me," the actress stated of the troubling accusations lodged against the Grammy Award winner. It was reported, "But I wanted to be there for him, to support him as much as I possibly could." Alright, buddy, that's the end of the article. I'll go back to that picture taken from the detail, so that's pretty cool. Alright, buddy. Very, interesting, so let's talk about this. Alright everybody, so now the media is accusing Michael of being a bully and body shaming and all these things. And you know what? I'm just going to say one thing in the best way to defend himself. To defend him, because he can't defend himself. So this is probably the best thing. That is just something that brothers and sisters do. Now, let me tell you something. Everybody raise your hand. Okay, if you have made some kind of little remark to somebody, rather being a brother or sister, a cousin, friend, best friend, acquaintance, everybody's hands will be up. Because we've all said something that's kind of like poked fun at somebody. It's just things that we do. And, you know, for Michael doing that to Janet, Janet has said, you know, this isn't the first time that the media has went on a heyday with this. I believe it was back in 2011, Janet made a book and talked about this. Janet even said it was all for fun. He meant no harm. That was just Michael's sense of humor and all of her brothers, really, you know. You can watch a lot of interviews of the Jacksons after Michael's passed, and they all say that they poke fun at each other. That's just something that they do, right? I'm a twin. You know, I have a twin sister. And not too much now, but, you know, even when we were younger, and sometimes now, you know, we poke fun at each other, because that's just what siblings, family, and friends do. You know, there's no denying how close Michael and Janet was. You know, even in the documentary trailer, when they asked who was, you know, she closest to, she said Randy and Mike. And, you know, even Randy, I mean, I remember when there was a video a little bit ago when Randy was saying that Janet had a big head, but you didn't see any reports, whatever, saying that that was bullying, right? So what they're doing, like, if it was Jermaine, if it was Tito, if it was Jackie, you know, if Janet said that, but with the name not being Michael and it was Jackie or whatever, it wouldn't even be in the news. Nobody would talk about it, right? But because it's Michael, they're doing anything they can to attack him, unfortunately still 12 years after his passing. You know, this is a time right now when the documentary is supposed to be for Janet and have her time to shine. But the media is still making it about Michael, and I think that's not fair. I think it's just time for Janet, you know, to tell her story, and for us all to be there for her and hear it. But Janet has always said how close her and Michael was when they were kids, and it did, you know, unfortunately fade out or drift apart as they got older. But, you know, the last thing Michael ever said to Janet was, "I love you, Dunk," which I guess Dunk was his nickname to her. So even though they might not have always been the closest at times, he was always there for her, she was always there for him, you know, when he was going through all of his allegations in 1993, and then, you know, in his 2005 trial, and then when Janet was going through, you know, her controversy with the Super Bowl, he called her and said, "This too shall pass, you know, be strong, I love you," and all that stuff. So they're trying to make, once again, the media is trying to make something out of nothing, and unfortunately it's not fair. You know, Janet, this is her time to tell a story. She's going to talk about Michael, of course. We already knew that. But now everything she says, the media is just going to twist, and I just don't think that's fair. Now, those comments could, of course, be harsh, you know, especially if it's happening all the time. Even though they joke around, you know, she said he laughed, she laughed, you know. But, yes, after a while, you know, it doesn't always become a joke. But, you know, that happens to everybody, okay? Not just Michael. Michael's not the only one who does it. Everybody does it. I'm sure Janet sometimes made comments to him, and LaToya made it to him, and then Jackie said it to Randy, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because that is brothers, especially when there's 9 siblings in the house. There's going to be comments and maybe a little bit of arguments. But at the end of the day, Michael was just saying it as a joke, out of love. He meant no harm, and Janet knows that. But like I said, sometimes when you hear it all the time, yeah, of course, it could kind of hurt a little bit, and it can start to hurt, and it doesn't always feel good, but you know, she didn't say anything, and I know if she did, Michael would have stopped right there, because he meant no harm. And like I said, the whole family knows that, and it's unfortunate that the media is doing this again. Like I said, they did this back in 2011, and she made a book and she talked about it. Now it's going to happen again. I think they should just let Janet tell her story, and let Michael rest. And for the media, for all these people trying to attack this man so much that they are, you know, when he's been passed away for so long, it really just shows their true character. Everybody, just before we get to the outro, I just wanted to say a couple things. Number one, I want to thank you guys a lot, alright? Recently, well, I mean, ever since I started MJ Central, but, you know, a lot recently, I've been getting some amazing comments from you guys. You know, they're amazing to read, and I try to reply to all of them, but then, you know, sometimes I get comments on my older videos I try to reply to, but, sorry. But yes, thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given me. Somebody said, wow, it's so strange to me that you're not over 500 subscribers. And I'm almost at 500 subscribers now already, which is truly amazing. And people are saying that I'm like the best MJ news source channel on YouTube, which truly makes me so happy, because when I started MJ Central, I wanted it, of course, to be a Michael Jackson fan YouTube channel, but I also wanted it to be, you know, a little bit of informative too. And, you know, I do like to talk about, you know, the latest news. Now, of course, sometimes I have to talk about the things I don't always want to talk about, like, you know, the allegations or something like this. And I do this in no way in rudeness, if that's a word. I don't do this anyway to be rude to Michael. You guys can tell I'm a big fan. I say this just because, you know, it is in the news, and unfortunately, these are some things that we have to cover from time to time. But, you know, there's obviously a lot of great things, like I've made great news videos about, like, when Michael was inducted to the, you know, Hall of Fame for the Black entertainment, and, you know, when I do, like, those little videos of, like, all the recent updates and stuff, or maybe things about the biopic and MJ the Musical, all this stuff. So I just really want to thank you guys all so much for all the support you guys have given me. It's truly amazing, and it does not go unappreciated. Thank you guys so much. Alright, everybody, that is it for this video. Now, let me know in the comments below, do you plan on watching the Janet Jackson documentary? I definitely hope I can get to see it. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you won't miss out on any new videos. You can follow MJ Central on TikTok at MJ Central 1958. Alright, everybody, that's it for this video, and I'll see you all later. Peace.